You're watching Less Than Epic's coverage of the Overwatch League. Enjoy the show. What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? This is your host, Radical Edward, and welcome back to Less Than Epic's top 5 plays of Stage 2, Week 3 of the Overwatch League. So on paper, this week was not supposed to be very exciting. We felt like a lot of the matches were really easy to call, however, it didn't really turn out that way. And that ended up with a few new teams making it to the list this week. But before we jump into that, we need to jump over to Houston's game this week for our number 5 play of the week. Houston, who is one of the top teams of the league in Stage 1, has shown that they are struggling a bit in Stage 2, whereas Florida has shown that they are definitely here to play. Florida and Houston went all the way to map 5, but Lynxer decided to close it out with this crazy Genji play.
Looking to lock this one out. He has studied it, and well, that is going to be Zupe going for the trance. But that's the desperation play because Logix is going to die horribly, forced off the side. Zupe follows, and Saebyeolbe not long for this world either. Houston Outlaws with the reverse sweep, although there is going to be a tap at the last possible second, and now we have the tanks getting into it as well. No, not in time!
Moving over to play number 4 this week, we've got another game that should have been easy to call. However, Nomy of the San Francisco Shock stepped it up in this game. We'll see if he can keep this up in weeks to come, but this was definitely the highest level Winston play of the week. Check this out.
I mean, remains to be seen, perhaps a nano play could be an option. Nomy goes in, slap boot, fighting grenade dropped on top of him there, so that's going to give a lot of healing to the Dallas Fuel as Nomy tries to set himself amongst the backline like a cat among the pigeons. That's beautiful. Look at him jumping over the top here. It's very hard for the Fuel to get their ducks in a row, and that's effect going down to Sleepy. Yeah, what is this Genji trying to do?
They used an nano boost on XQC, and he tried to get in towards the backline, but it didn't work out. It'll be Dak who takes out Chips as he's flying through the air as Mercy in Valkyrie, but that set up again. Remember that flank that Nomy did on Volskaya that set up that point B? He comes again on the flank. So he has Chips use that biotic grenade, use Primal Rage to stay alive, so Chips doesn't have that.
In yet another game that should have been easy to call on paper this week, we move over to the London versus Gladiators game. This game was a little bit anticipated because the tank Fissure on the Gladiators actually moved over from the London Spitfire for this stage. And while that hasn't made a huge impact on the Gladiators, it definitely has shown an uptick in their gameplay, but certainly not what we were expecting from them in this game. And after this week, we definitely have to say that the Gladiators are a force to be reckoned with in this league. But from this game, it was Asher with this amazing sticky bomb to close out one of these rounds. Check this out.
Hydration. Hydration was there just trying to contest. Let the tanks get tossed off with heals.
What is that? What is that? Just to fade away over the shoulder. Even Kobe couldn't have done it. Asher, that's so filthy. Just a flick, and he gets 2 of the most high priority heroes to the side of the London Spitfire. Blink and you miss it. When you need a miracle, this guy comes and delivers. 96%, 97. The London Spitfire just had every opportunity they had to take this fight taken away from them. There's no way they're getting back here in time. What a first round. Beautiful.
Moving over to play number 2 this week, London still shows that they are one of the top contenders of this league. In their battle against the Boston Uprising this week, Bdosin flexed his balls to get this crazy Zenyatta closeout play.
Right up there, keeping on top of support, on top of the backline, not letting Kelix get comfortable. Mistakes will get caught by Bdosin. Bdosin with the double, in fact. And this is where things can get a bit out of hand. Boston Uprising trickling in one
way, then they will be taking the series.
He just brings so much damage. Glad that we're getting the replay of his positioning here. He brings so much damage to the table on top of the excellent heals, on top of the trance. He dealt what?
And our number 1 play of the week comes from none other than the Florida Mayhem, who I am so excited for and happy for that they were able to take down the new and improved Dallas Fuel. If you saw earlier in this list, they did almost take down the Houston Outlaws. It was a very close game if you watched that game. Nothing to say that Florida couldn't have taken that game 5. It was just right place, right time for Lynxer to lose that. But it was right place, right time for Tviq to take this game. In a matter of seconds, Tviq goes to Widowmaker, tries to counter AKM, it doesn't quite work, but then he goes back to Tracer. He jumps onto the payload and stays alive forever to stall this thing. For his team to come in, and then boom, Zenalt, they take down Mickey, they take it to a game 5, and then they take the series over the Dallas Fuel, getting their second win of the entire league. Probably not going to be their year, but we are definitely excited to see the improvements of this team, and definitely good job to Tviq.
Looks like the Dallas Fuel should be able to push the payload the distance. Tviq still on it though, it'll be a self-destruct from Mickey. As Tviq still alive here, Mitch.
Harry trying to stay alive, Tviq chasing. Harry's done well this so far, but now the rest of the Florida Mayhem are coming in. They might be able to turn this around. Unbelievable! Mickey's looking low. Tviq's going to go up. He gets taken down by AKM in the distance. They've got to get rid of Mickey. Damage must be done, but it was 2 supports and a demon there. Not really what you're hoping for. AKM in the distance, striving to get the damage down, and he's found a couple of targets. But who's on the payload for the Dallas Fuel? It's Chips, but he wasn't there. It's a map 5.
How did Tviq stay alive for so?
And that's going to do it for Less Than Epic's top 5 plays of Stage 2, Week 3 of the Overwatch League. If you made it this far in the video, I'd like to thank you for watching. If this is your first time watching our coverage of the Overwatch League, we actually do a bunch of different series covering the league, including power rankings, as well as weekly game predictions, and at the end of each stage, we do a breakdown of the MVPs in tank, DPS, and healer. If that sounds like your cup of tea, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And also don't forget to leave a like on this video. This really helps out the channel and lets YouTube know that our stuff is pretty good. Anyway, once again, thanks for watching, and I'm your host, Radical Edward, signing out.